GTA Online doesn't hit the same, and it hasn't for some time. Now GTA as a series is what I would call semi-realistic, and yes, it can be over the top, but it's over the top in a believable way. Well, at least most of the time. But the entire vibe of modern GTA is completely different, and we see that the semi-realism has been completely replaced by what can only be described as nonsensical madness. In the past, all you had to worry about was another player doing a drive-by, whereas today, you have to worry about flying weaponized vehicles, stealth bombers, or even orbital cannons that can obliterate you in an instant. And we see that every new thing that is added into the game is even more absurd than what came before. We went from being worried about being blown up by RPGs to now being more worried about getting blown up by a flying bike. And all of the wacky vehicles and weapons have really taken away from the game's identity. Because current GTA Online has more in common with the likes of Saints Row than it does to the rest of the GTA franchise. This is obviously a huge problem, but I feel as if Rockstar are making the problem worse rather than trying to resolve it. Because they don't really care about your experience, they just want you to pay more money. This can be seen from the astronomical increase in the price of vehicles. Back near the beginning of GTA Online, the vehicle prices actually made sense. Cheap cars were affordable cars, and expensive cars were expensive, as you would expect. But let's fast forward to the modern day. Take a look at this car. Pretty average, am I right? I want you to guess how much it costs. Go on, I'll give you a couple seconds. So what do you think? 20,000? 30,000? No. 1.4 million. Huh? You fucking what? But wait. This can't be right. Let's take a look at this truck. Surely this is 1.2 million. What about How can you charge prices like this for average vehicles? None of the vehicles that I just showed should be over 100,000. Never mind close to 2 million, that's just fucking crazy. But trust me, it gets worse, because Rockstar removed hundreds of these vehicles, mostly all the cheap ones, and now you are forced to pay these outrageous prices just to get an average vehicle. I mean, these prices are supposed to be reserved for the best vehicles in the entire game, not just the average family car. Why is it? I just can't get past it. Why is it so expensive? It just shouldn't be that way. But why would you remove cars in a game that is about them? The game is about cars. Why on earth would you ever take them out? By doing this, we are genuinely taking the auto out of Grand Theft Auto. We are taking the A away from GTA. It's genuinely just so fucking stupid. And it needs to stop. But since all the prices are absolutely ridiculous, how do you make enough money to actually get these cars? Well, there are a few ways in doing so. The first method is to grind, which means to do the exact same thing over and over and over again in order to get a new business, and then grind that over and over and over again with the end goal of being able to buy one of these cars. And then after that, the process repeats itself over and over and over again. And the only real other way of making money is through buying shark cards, otherwise known as putting your money directly into Rockstar's pockets. And this is obviously what Rockstar wants you to do, because they want to make as much money as possible. And this is why they set in-game prices so high, so that you skip the grind, give Rockstar more money, and then you get to have fun in return. And that as a concept is just so messed up and so wrong, because you're essentially putting more of an emphasis on making money rather than actually having fun in the game. But having fun in the game is actually made even harder, because the game is littered with griefers. Because no matter what you're doing or where you're going, you will get blown up by a Mark II. It's only a matter of time. A Mark II being another way of saying a 5-year-old on a flying weaponized bike. But instead of blaming the children for prohibiting all of our fun, we should really be pointing our fingers at Rockstar for introducing such a bullshit vehicle in the first place. Vehicles like the Oppressor Mark II have no place in a GTA game, because all they do is make everything easier and ruin everyone else's fun. And just all these futuristic vehicles in general have really just spoiled the game. Because as I said at the start of the video, GTA is supposed to be semi-realistic. But the introduction of these vehicles have completely destroyed that notion. Instead of being skilled or actually having time in the game, All you have to do to dominate a session nowadays is simply just to give Rockstar even more money and then buy the newest bullshit vehicle. That's all you have to do, because vehicles like the Mark II and the Raiju Jet require no skill, but have the ability to dominate a session because they are far better than pretty much every other vehicle in the game. And this just completely ruins the whole point of the game for me, because you are able to bypass hundreds of hours of grinding by simply giving Rockstar a few £100. And by doing this, not only are you ruining the fun of everyone else in the server by buying these top vehicles and destroying everybody and everything you see, but you're also ruining the game for yourself, because you're missing out on the real quality, the real thing you're supposed to be doing, the grinding. That's where the game is. But yeah, overall, it is just that corporate greed that has killed GTA Online. Because without it, we wouldn't have any of these flying vehicles that can destroy everybody in an instant. We would have absolutely none of it. And without any of them vehicles, the good old days may have never left. And by removing all of those vehicles, GTA Online would actually look like a GTA game, rather than serving as a symbol of corporate greed. And man, I just want the old GTA to come back. It was so much fun. I remember coming home every day after school, hopping on with the boys, and we would just have an absolute blast. But you don't get that nowadays. Now, whenever I see the state of GTA Online, I just feel sad because I remember how much better the glory days were in comparison to what we have now. Because to put it simply, GTA Online just doesn't hit the same. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me know down below why you think that GTA doesn't hit the same. And as always, if you have enjoyed, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and help me hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Thank you all for your amazing support. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.